Who wants to start their own company? Say I. Super. So, okay, hi, I'm Devansh, and the topic that I've chosen to deliver is building native apps using Angular. And I am a techie, I am a developer, and I'm going to use a little bit of project manager lingo here. Devansh, you need to build it fast. Devansh, you need to build it rapid, ASAP. Deadline is tomorrow. Build native apps using Angular, check mail. Oops, deadline is today. So, we all are very, very much familiar with such situations. So, speed is so critical here. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, building native apps using Angular and building them fast. Right, go to the next one. So, a brief introduction. Hello, I am Devansh, and I'm the senior UI developer and design manager at Loginext. I have, across my career, I have worn a lot of hats. I've been into development, I've been into design, I've been into product management. So I do understand, you know, when someone is when you get an idea of side project and you just can't make it because, hey, it's an Android app and you're just a web developer. It just really hurts. So that's why this topic is so close to my heart, because it has development, it has design, and it has thought process from a business point of view also. So cool, let me just set some context. What are web apps? We all know what web apps are. I mean, web apps are simply websites, application deployed on some, when you type www.something.com, you have Facebook, you have Google, you have Apple. Most importantly, you have Stack Overflow. A huge shout out for Stack Overflow. Yeah, same here. All right. What are native apps? Well, we all know what native apps are. We download them from Play Store or App Store all the time. Whenever I get hungry, I order something from Swiggy. Whenever I need to travel, I request an Uber. These are all native apps. I don't know about the third one, so cool. Technically, what's the difference between a web app and a native app? So just technically, and this is a no-brainer, everybody knows it, just a quick refresher for the non-techies here. So web apps are websites which are hosted on a URL, it's www.something.com, whereas a native app is installed in mobile devices and downloaded from Play Store, App Store, from App Stores. Secondly, web apps are browser dependent. They require a browser or browser-like environment to run. In a talk before, you heard about service workers, so that also simulates a browser-like environment. Ever heard of Flipkart Lite? Yeah, that's a service worker powered app, right? But still it needs the APIs of browser and everything to run. However, native apps, they run independently as apps. Web applications, they are built in HTML, CSS and JavaScript. We all know HTML, CSS and JavaScript. However, native languages are they are developed in the languages which are supported by the operating system. For example, you have Java or Kotlin for Android, you have Objective-C or Swift for Apple, and you have C# for Windows and whatnot. Web apps are less hardware intensive compared to native apps. They communicate well with hardware, battery, sensors, because they are talking directly to the native support, native operating system, right? Graphic acceleration, hardware acceleration, the gyroscope, and everything comes into picture when we talk about native apps. But when we talk about web, we just know about camera or location. You know, it's very in the nascent stages. So seriously, as a web developer, it really hurts when you get a side project idea and you can only, oops, I only know Angular, oops, I only know HTML/JS. I can't deploy this app on Play Store or App Store. You have to go to www.myapp.com. It is just not that intuitive, right? And why is it so complicated? So if you are a web developer and it's a huge company, you just lie there, a small dot in the ocean of the whole team, wherein when you get the development project, you have the iOS team, you have the Android team, you have the web team and desktop team who, build their respective apps. What if there was a way, and that's the topic of my presentation, what if there was a way wherein we could just sit at the top? Right, as a web developer, you could make an iOS app, you could make an Android app, you could obviously make a website, and you can also make a desktop app. I mean, how amazing it would be. Say I. Say I. Sweet. Introducing the concept of hybrid apps. These are something funny. Cool. So introducing hybrid apps where you code once using HTML, CSS or JavaScript and build all the native apps. Oh yeah, that's funny. Okay, and you build all the native apps, Android, iOS and web. Now, as a web developer, if I think about it, what advantages hybrid apps have is that they run fast. They are Lighthouse and PWA compliant. They come in built in with service workers and whatnot. Very important, they make super reusable components across platform, web, iOS and Android. Now as a design guy, I know it's a super painful process to maintain consistency across platforms. Now if there is a single code base, obviously there will be consistency across platforms. You get a high return on investment from a business point of view, wherein you get a power of 3 apps through just one code base. And obviously, as we all know, native apps they're more consumer friendly, they're more intimate, they're more sticky, they just don't depend on browser. Obviously you can build apps for browser, but you also have the power of this. Cool. And businesses are loving it. Did you know Facebook, the Facebook app we have, Instagram, a lot of you are using Instagram right now, I'm boring you. These have a lot of shared component in form of hybrid apps. If they want to implement something really technical and really operating system specific, only then they do some kind of patchwork, and that patchwork is not the right term. We are talking about Facebook and all. But Facebook, Twitter, Tesla, Nike, Amazon, Flipkart, these all biggies, they are into hybrid app development. Business love it, community is huge, it is the present and it is definitely the future. Wow. Okay. So how do we make hybrid apps? When we search how to make hybrid apps on the web, we are bombarded with a lot of options. We get Flutter, we get NativeScript, we get Ionic, React Native, Xamarin, PhoneGap. All of these have their own specific purposes. Flutter is built by Google, NativeScript, Ionic, React Native is for Facebook, Xamarin, .NET and PhoneGap. What I am going to focus on is, first of all, how generally the architecture of native web app works, hybrid web apps. So one of the architecture is that you share the code and it outputs the native component. It outputs the native APK or iOS installable. That is, you code once, you run a builder, then you get outputted some native code bases, which gives you a pure Android app, a pure iOS app, or a pure, obviously, website it will give you. Secondly, you have an architecture which shares the code but outputs share web components. So in the previous slide, if you notice on the right hand side, if I write the code in my own code as a switch, it will look like this in an iOS and like this in an Android. So it renders pure components. The second one is when you're sharing web components. You just code once, it builds, and it just outputs your apps in pure wrappers. You get Android wrapper, you get iOS wrapper, but at the heart and soul is your same web app functioning. There you can maintain design consistency, like in the right hand image, across all the platform, you get the similar looking, design and the functionality. These are the two major architectures of hybrid web apps. So I am going to focus mostly on the architectures which leverage Angular, because this is an Angular conference and we all are Angular developers. NativeScript and Ionic are the frameworks which leverage each and every possible, best thing about Angular. You have NativeScript, which follows the architecture one, wherein you build using NativeScript and it outputs a pure Android app. And there is Ionic, wherein you just write your code using Angular and it builds in this format. There is a web app, and a good way to imagine this is that there is a hidden browser. Your app opens and there is a hidden browser, but your web app is functioning exactly like it will function in the website or in the app or in iOS or Android. Cool. Before coming here, I just spent 3 hours into just developing my own website my own Android app, and I don't own an iPhone, so that cannot be demoed. But I did this using Ionic framework, and it is pure Angular. It's super easy, and what I intend to impart to every one of you is that it's so easy that you should spend just 1 hour with Ionic framework if you are an Angular developer, and just like that you will output 3 different applications. It's that easy, and I'll show you. So Ionic framework also, you know, the V5 has just launched. It has up to 60 FPS, it's 100% Lighthouse compliant, time to interactive. As a UX guy, the time to interaction is very low, it's super fast. And it also gives out some native components which can be used and which can be built across Android, iOS, and they can perform natively. So it has now, in the V5, it has a build of both architecture 1 and architecture 2. Cool. So let me just walk you through the code, exactly how the code looks. Yes. I'm not going to explain exactly how and what. I'm just going to explain how easy it is. If you just, it's visible, right? It's not visible. Thank you so much for pointing it out. All right, now it's visible? Superb. So this is the project architecture. Forget about everything else. Just look at this SRC folder. This is the Angular. This is Angular, right? Apart from that is all outputted by my, you know, CLIs. But this is pure Angular. If I just go to my main module, this uses the exact same syntax, exact same declarations, exact same ng on in it. And I have made a small demo app also, I'll show. But it is so damn simple. If you look at the HTML part, you just get some custom components from Ionic, but you are free to use your own divs or whatnot. You have your header toolbar, but it's so legible, it's so readable. Right, it's so plain HTML. Android apps are not developed like this. They have their own XML file configurations, and it's not that readable. I mean, as a web developer, it's not. Cool. Right, you just need to change text and everything will get reflected. How to make, now how does this app get built using Ionic? Like you have ng, you know, serve, nothing different, you have Ionic serve. And this will simply open up my web app, my native web app in the localhost browser. It will take some time to build, but let me also configure my phone. Okay. Cool. So everybody is also able to view the phone, right? I think scaling is not there in this, but cool. We have both web apps and the native app setup. As soon as I run this command, this application will start running on both, you know, my web application and will also get built for Android. To get built for Android, I just need to sync my web project, which is npx sync, some command like that, npx cap sync. What it will do, oops. What it will do is synchronize the whole SRC folder, which obviously Angular has, and it will, you know, build all the Android and other folder structure components automatically for you. It's that easy. And to build an Android app, obviously it will not be built using Angular CLI. It will be built using some native Ionic, you know, we use npx cap open Android. Now this will output my, you know, web app which I just built in Android Studio, which is the native app builder. So it all syncs seamlessly. And when I just have to run this app on mobile application, I just have to, oops, it just went away. I just have to press the run command. I mean, it's more for the Android developer, but as a web developer, there are some basic things that we just need to know. Cool. And let me check my browser. Let me check if the website was built. Cool. So in just 3 hours, I just managed to integrate a camera API. I managed to build a web and an Android app. and it will work in sync. So what this does is, and also I will open the Android application. I called it the camera app. Cool. So this is an application right here. If you look at the right hand side, from the same code base, from the same Angular code base, I am able to make an application right by using just 2-3 commands. Isn't it amazing? Yep. And I have also made the functionality, I have linked them with Firebase. It all works in sync, but the code base is shared, and this is an Android app and this is a web app. So for example, and it will work with native Android APIs. If I click on this camera icon in my Android app, it will just open up the camera. And let me just take a selfie with you guys. This app was meant to act like a photo frame as my memory from this talk. Let me just take a selfie. Can you guys shout once? Superb, superb. Now how I have made this app is, this will upload it to Firebase, and it will try to sync it in both my website build and my Android build. Let us wait. The internet is pretty weak here. Okay. Isn't this amazing? Whoops, things are falling. Well, it's the shared code base. It's the same shared code base. If I just need to change something in Android app, but want the same to be, but I don't want that change to be in the website. Ionic also has APIs for that, but it's super easy. Just in 3-4 commands. I am a Android developer, I am an iOS developer, and I am a web developer. Obviously, I am a web developer. Cool. Was this informative? Say aye. Who are going to try this at home tonight? Super, man. I think I've done my job here. Let me get back to my presentation. Cool. So just one takeaway as a UI developer, as a creator, in fact, I just want to impart one big takeaway is that build fast, build everywhere, and build big. Right? That's what we are. We are creators, we are developers. And today or tomorrow, we are going to start something of our own. So this is like the baby steps for that. And I'm so thankful to Dhananjay and NG India, obviously, for giving me this platform. I attended this conference as a developer 3 years ago, and I am also super proud of my own journey. I'm super excited that now I am here. So if I can, so can you guys. Thank you so much. One more thing. I come from a company called LogiNext. You'll get to know more about this. We have a camp there. There is a coding challenge there. There is also a Superman kind of cutout, which we call the 10x developer. You are free to take a selfie there. Just register, just participate in the coding challenge, just participate in the design challenge. Just have fun, man. Thank you so much.